Hi guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Air. So, let's just jump right back in. We looked up at the sky, a blue sky. Today, the summer sunlight beat down upon us again. August 3rd, Thursday. It was past noon the next day, but Tono had still not returned. All that could be heard were the cries of the cicada in the quiet summer air. One person was missing from this picture.
I made a wish yesterday.
Michiru teared up with her straw in hand. She hadn't tried blowing bubbles today. She hadn't even dipped her straw in the soapy water, and until 10 minutes ago, I was holding on to it for her. I wonder what happened to her.
Maybe I made Minagi mad.
Idiot, how's that possible? I put a hand on Michiru's head.
But Minagi isn't coming.
I bet she's just busy with her club activities.
But club activities are only in the evening.
Then it's probably because she's caught a summer cold.
But I made a wish for her to get better quickly.
I see. That's true.
Yeah.
So, shall we go?
If
she isn't coming, then we'll go see Tono at her house.
Minagi's home?
Yeah.
Home?
Is something wrong?
I don't want to go there.
Well, why not?
I don't know. That's one place Minagi never told me about.
You don't know where it is?
Yeah.
For a moment, the voice I heard that night flashed through my mind. It was the voice of Tono's mother who had called Tono Michiru. Perhaps that name has some connection to the girl here with me.
I bet it's because she can't tell me.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't want to ask her.
Besides?
Nope, it's nothing. Anyway, I don't want to go to her house.
I see. I guess we've got no choice but to wait.
I wonder if she'll ever come.
Of course she will. You need to have more faith in your friend. I tapped her lightly on the head.
How about you go to her house for me?
Me?
Yeah. If Minagi has really caught a cold, I want you to give this to her.
She fished under the bench, then took out a small bottle. She must have picked it up, and hid it under the bench beforehand. It was a pale blue bottle with small polka dots, one for holding candy.
This is my treasure. Tell Minagi that I'll give this to her so she should get better quickly.
Is it okay to give away something so important?
Yup, I was going to give it to Minagi sooner or later anyway.
I see.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else to give her.
Idiot, that's not true at all. I stared intently at Michiru.
Don't call me an idiot.
Alright, my bad.
Will you take it with you?
Alright, I'll deliver it. After accepting her bottle of goodwill, I ruffled Michiru's hair. For a little while, Michiru laughed. I was glad. Boop-a-doop. I walked towards Tono's house. Beneath the summer sky, I held Michiru's bottle in my right hand. While I continued walking, I put the bottle up to the sunlight. A blue light filtered through and met with my eyes. The sky, as seen from behind a curved surface of the bottle, was transformed into a peculiar shape. It was absolutely beautiful. I rang the doorbell of Tono's house. In the garden next door, 2 cats were napping on the porch. The restless cries of the cicadas came from the trees in front of the house. In the distance, I could hear the joyful voices of children. Yes, may I help you? The door opened slightly with a click, and Tono's mother peered through the crack. Yo, I greeted her casually. Can you get your daughter for me? I have some business with her. Pardon? She tilted her head a bit. Oh, wait, what do you mean, pardon? Unease flickered through her mother's eyes. We weren't that close, but we had surely met each other before. Despite that, she looked more wary toward me than she needed to be. What's up with her? Scratching my head, I barely managed to suppress my irritation. So, your daughter isn't home? If so, you should have just told me. What are you saying? Her voice was stern. I don't have a daughter. Huh? Are you sure you have the correct address? Having said that with displeasure, she slammed the door shut. The joyful cries of children in the distance had disappeared. Was that a joke? I couldn't comprehend what her mother said. I pushed the doorbell one more time. There was no reply. Again and again I rang the doorbell. Nobody came out. What's going on here? For a little while I stood in front of the door. On the neighbor's porch, one of the sleeping cats woke up and glared at me. The bell around the cat's neck made a small sound. I turned my heel and walked away from the door. There was no point in staying here. Boop-a-doop. Oh no, I'm gonna start crying. It's already happening. I arrived at the shopping district later that afternoon in my search for Tono. Surprisingly, I could see children in front of a few stores. There was a girl in a hurry who appeared to be running an errand for her parents. In front of the bookstore, there were boys staring at the comics. Maybe I could do it now. I came to the sudden conclusion. If I put on a puppet show here, those children would hopefully come watch. I might be able to earn the traveling expenses I needed. It was a dream come true. But... oh no, I have to rub my eye because it's hurting from tears. My eyes fell on the blue bottle in my right hand. The young girl's goodwill. I tightened my grip around it and felt the firmness of it. It was strong. There was a strong, unwavering emotion in this. That's right. Now wasn't the time to be doing a performance. I had to deliver this. I had to deliver Michiru's feelings to Tono. Oh, if it isn't Kunisaki-kun, I heard a voice suddenly. Huh? What are you standing here for? Hijiri shook her head slightly and came toward me. Not working today? Yeah. What a waste. Come on, go make some money. She motioned her hand toward her head toward the children in the distance. You have a point, but I don't have time for that right now. I tightened my grip on the small bottle in my right hand. What's that thing? Hijiri noticed the bottle. Are you a garbage collector now? Like hell I am. What then? Are you picking up trash? Impressive. I didn't know you became a volunteer. I turned my back on Hijiri. Later. Hey, I'm still talking to you. Where do you think you're going? I told you I'm busy. I don't have time to play along with your jokes. I started walking. Wait, my bad. Don't take it so seriously. She placed a hand on my shoulder from behind. I don't know where you're hurrying off to, but you wouldn't mind listening to me for a bit, would you? Well, just for a little bit. She probably just had too much time on her hands. It was rare to see Hijiri apologize, so I decided to listen to what she had to say. Shall we go inside first? She tugged my arm. Hey, what are you doing? I got a hold of some great tea leaves. It's a special treat. Isn't that great? Come on, be happy. Hijiri continued to tug at my arm eagerly. Whatever. I'll just cook up some excuse and run away when the time is right. I was dragged into the clinic. It was a white room. The cries of the cicadas on the trees outside the window infiltrated the room. Make yourself at home. Hijiri poured hot water into the teapot, making a bubbling sound. I sat down on the bed with no springs and observed Hijiri. You're in luck. Not everyone has a chance to taste such great tea. I guess, I replied without thinking. It was clear that Hijiri was in a good mood. But I really am running out of time. I'm going to leave after I drink the tea. Yeah, I understand. After adding hot water, she waited for the tea to simmer. All right. It's ready. She placed a tray with the teapot and teacups in front of me. Thanks. I couldn't afford to take it easy, so I reached for the teacup immediately. Bringing the tea to my nose, I could tell from the scent that it was definitely some high-quality tea. I drank it. It was delicious. By the way, Kunisaki-kun. Yeah? Tono came here just now. Huh? I put my teacup back on the tray. Tono did? Yeah. Well, why would she come again? Well, she came to ask for my advice. Advice? Yeah. By law, I shouldn't be divulging this, this kind of information. But I know you're very close to Tono-san. With that said, she began to speak in a low voice. The truth is, Tono's mother has completely recovered from her illness. Her illness? Yeah, exactly 2 days ago. Exactly? Can a person really recover that suddenly? Maybe so. Maybe. I thought you were a doctor. I can't help it. Hers was a mental illness. That's outside of my area of expertise. Mental. That's right. To put it simply, Tono's mother was suffering from an illness of the mind. Now that I thought about it, Tono also told me something like that. But as far as I could tell, Tono's mother didn't look mentally ill at all. Oh, well, that's because she was mentally ill. Not physically. Jeez. But, isn't it a good thing that she's recovered? Well, that's true. Then why are you making a face like that? Because she recovered. Another problem has appeared. A problem? That's right, a problem. What? Don't tell me she forgot who her daughter is or something. I said that jokingly because of the exchange I had with her mother earlier. Exactly. Huh? Tono's mother has forgotten. Forgotten? That can't be. It's not amnesia or anything like that. She woke up from her dream. Her dream? Yeah. I don't know the details, but that's what the psychiatrist I knew told me. I couldn't understand what all that meant. Waking up from a dream? That made me recall what Tono told me that day. To that person, dream is reality, because there is nothing beyond the dream. She could only paint her reality with dreams, but even if, to her, I am just a fragment of a dream. How did Tono feel when she said those words? How did she feel when she said that there was nothing beyond the dream? I don't know. I don't understand anything. However, one thing could be said for certain. Where is Tono now? It wasn't that I could do something for her. I just wanted to meet her, and suppose that Tono-san should be at school right now. School? Yeah, she said she had club activities. Alone on the rooftop, gazing at the sky alone. I got it. I thanked her for the tea and got up. That's a good decision. Go to her. She needs you. Okay. Another thing. Let her have a place beside you. Boop-a-doop. A desolate chime resonated in the sunset. How much time had passed? I stood in the evening calm watching countless students pass by, but Tono never emerged from the school gate. Before I knew it, dusk came. The voices of students had disappeared from the school gate. The silence in the air threatened to vanish away all traces of sound. That's right, there's no reason to keep standing here. I held the bottle in my hand tightly. When I recalled Michiru's lonely expression, it was all the more reason that I felt I had to meet Tono. I steeled myself and entered the school gate. I had no certainty, nor did I have any proof. However, Tono had to be somewhere in the school, and if she was here, there was only one place I could find her. Oh, gosh. I walked through the deserted school compound. The corridor with linoleum flooring was dyed red by the slanting rays of the sunset. Silence permeated the air. The sound of my footsteps was absorbed by the corridor. Luckily, nobody saw me when I entered, and nobody saw me now. No matter what, it wasn't a good thing to be trespassing. Taking good care to remain unseen, I climbed several flights of steps. Then I reached the top. Standing in front of the heavy iron door leading out to the rooftop, I took a deep breath. I placed my hand on the doorknob. It was cold to the touch. I turned it. There was a dull creaking sound as the door slowly swung open. The wind came back. Hot air rose vertically from the concrete below my feet, which had been heated all day by the sun. The iron door slammed shut behind me with a loud noise. The sound, unfettered, traveled high into the sky where it disappeared. So there you are. I turned my line of sight around and found her. The girl was watching the sun setting in the distant horizon through the mesh fence. The sun's gonna set soon. The girl didn't turn around. She stood there as though she had given up on taking flight. I missed her voice. It had only been 2 days, but it felt as if I had been searching for her forever. Yeah, the stars are going to come out soon, I replied smoothly, as if there was something from, or as if it were something from a recollection, as if I had always done the same thing. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. The wind, carrying the scent of the sea, gently brushed against my cheeks, and the girl was there right in front of me. You look like you're doing fine. I spoke like I hadn't seen her in years. Long time no see. She spoke in a voice of nostalgia, as if she were imitating me. Well, it's only been 2 days, though, I said jokingly. I wasn't trying hard to lighten the mood or anything. I was just doing what I had always done all along. Tono didn't reply. She just smiled. Sorry. It was a lonely smile, but somehow that set my mind at ease. Is something the matter? Huh? No. Trying to dodge the question, I brushed up my bangs, coiling around in front of my eyes. While doing that, I watched Tono's face through the gaps between my fingers. Tono stood still in the sunset with a gaze that seemed to be falling on nowhere. The girl who had always been by my side looked so far away. Still can't see anything? Huh? I guess it's still too early to see the stars. I walked up to the mesh fence and searched the sky. Yes, a bit more. The sky extended on forever, meeting with the sea on a single horizon. It looked as though if one kept swimming, he could reach the sky. For a while we listened to the sound of the wind and observed the sky. It felt like forever, but in actuality how much time had passed? Hey Tono, I broke the silence as softly as I could while keeping my eyes on the sky. Yes? Michiru asked me to give this to you. I handed Tono the blue bottle that Michiru gave me. Michiru? She's been feeling very lonely. She said that if you had caught a summer cold, you should look at this to get better. Oh, I see. She caressed the bottle gently, as though she were nursing the bottle filled with Michiru's feelings. That's her treasure, by the way. Treasure? Yeah, the colors are beautiful, aren't they? Yes, it's blue and pretty. Tono raised the bottle to the sky, letting the dull color of sunset shine through. When that mixes with the blue color, what will it look like? Embraced by the soft wind, she continued to watch the sky through the glass. It felt as though she were going to spread her wings, ride the wind, and fly into the sky any minute now. Yet she looked hesitant at the notion of taking flight. That was why I couldn't bring myself to ask her anything. I came to her to a certain something, yet I was afraid to do so. Or ascertain, sorry. If I were to speak up, she might just fly away to a place I could never reach. I had no wings to go after her, so I could only keep quiet until something changed. Boop-a-doop. I suppose I should tell you about it, Tono said in a soft voice after a long while. Yeah, that'd be great. You'll feel better after letting it all out. I felt relieved that Tono volunteered to speak first. Feel better, huh? Yeah. Am I allowed to do that? Probably. But will I be troubling you? Why? Because this is my personal problem. Are you an idiot? I said that in a joking tone. That's a bit too mean. It's not. There's no need to get worried about pointless things like that. It's not pointless. No, it's not no, it's pointless. If you say so. She looked away as if she was sulking. Don't you remember saying that you wanted to walk forever, just the three of us? I recalled the sunset that day. I recalled the sunset when the three of us walked side by side, casting long shadows that overlapped one another. Shadows that overlapped into a single blurred shadow in our path. I don't know how to explain it, but here goes nothing. When one of us is shouldering a heavy burden, the other two will help her. That's what it means to walk together. Because it feels lighter when we share the load. And if that still doesn't work, the three of us will stop walking and wait for the load to become lighter. If the day grows dark and we have to camp out, we won't feel bad if we're together. If one of us falls asleep, the other two can chat. If two of us fall asleep, the last one can go to sleep too, and we wake up together to the same morning. That's what it means to walk together, right? Is that so? I suppose so. At least that's what I think. Are we accomplices in crime? You really are an idiot, huh? I scratched my head. I'm a confirmed idiot? Confirmed. A shame. She hung her head. Hey, Tono. Yes? Is it really that bad to be in accomplices in crime? Eh? The world would probably think it's a bad thing, but I don't. Now, I don't know about situations when a pecking order is needed, but between friends, I don't think it's that bad. Because we can be at ease with each other. Am I wrong to think that? No, I think you're right. I see. Will you tell me everything then? I rested a hand on Tono's head. Okay. She nodded slightly, her face turning a bit red. It was the expression of a young girl. It was my first time seeing her like that. Tono had finally returned to a place where I could reach. Okay, guys. This is all the time that I have for this episode. I wish that it wasn't, because now it's getting to like the really, really serious parts and like the parts that I know I'm gonna be sobbing to, because Tono's story is one of those that I really relate to, and it's hard, and anyways, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below and comment down below too. And yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!